So, Senator Amy, take on the Senate inquiry sa PSYOPs na nilaunch ng US military dito sa Pilipinas during the pandemic, as reported by Reuters. Okay. So, at the onset, ang napansin ko agad, hindi nagpuntahan yung mga executives ng mga social media platform. And I think that one is very, very important. Bakit hindi mapilit ng Senado na papuntahin ang mga local representative ng mga social media platform sa isang Senate inquiry? That's a huge question, no? That's a huge question. Sino bang kinikilingan nitong kinakalangan nitong mga social media networks na to? Bakit hindi sila po pwede? Tapos parang ano raw kasi raw yung lawyer may sakit daw, naka-maternity kinembot, ineme, ganyan. I mean, talaga po. So parang feeling ko dapat dun sa part na yon, I think that Senator Amy, in order to ferret out the truth dito sa ano na to, and to see what, at least see what the social media platforms are doing when a cyber operation like this is being done. Diba? Kasi you cannot really repair the damage that is being done by PSYOPs war initiated by some interested party. You cannot undo it eh. 'Di ba? So, nung nangyari, and to be fair kay Facebook, ayon doon sa Reuters report, nakita ng Facebook yung yung mga ano na yon, yung mga US military fake accounts. And they raised it to Pentagon. And Pentagon said na no, i-allow nyo lang yung mga Facebook account na yan kasi ginagawa namin yan as part of our counterterrorism program. And now that, you know, we have reports like this, what's gonna happen? So, ibig sabihin, si Facebook is just a willing participant pagka kunwari nag-uusap, 'di ba? Parang, you know, these people, yung mga local offices ng Facebook, they are responsible for they are responsible to the country that they are operating on. And I think sana meron sana tayong opportunity na to what extent can we control the social media platform? Are we at the mercy of their community guidelines? Kasi hodang jeopardize yung national security, ganyan. And sa totoo lang, it got me into thinking, you know, our constitution requires that our media, the media companies must have zero foreign investment. Why? Because we do not want foreign interest. We do not want any foreign vested interest to reign in public opinion. Diba? Because I think in 1987, they know na yung meron talaga mga outside forces at yung mga capable na bansa ay maaari at kayang lasunin ang isip ng isang bansa. So kung kaya't ang ginawa nila ay ang media ay dapat 100% Filipino-owned. And now we see the logic behind that, right? We see the logic behind that. I think it's about time that we create a wall. Okay, pagka kunwari, Facebook ka, o dapat yung Facebook Philippines should be 100% Filipino-owned. You know, if it's possible na, tapos dapat meron silang malaking China wall na i-build so that the decision makers of Facebook Philippines, if it's possible, or mamaya hindi, or 'di ba, hindi na lang natin i-allow yan all together. Or kung i-allow man, meron kang malaking wall so that hindi ma-influence yung kung paano papatakbuhin yung Facebook dito sa Pilipinas ng ibang bansa. 'Di ba? Also, media has evolved, sabi ni Raymond Ram. Yun nga po eh, 'di ba? So parang dun sa part na yon, medyo nalungkot ako kasi I hope Senator Amy is not going to close the investigation. Kasi kung pag-uusapan lang rin naman natin to at wala rin namang magiging talagang real action moving forward. Well, might as well pag-usapan na natin to ng sagad. 'Di ba? And might as well let everyone know how the social media operates pagdating sa mga ganitong klaseng cyber propaganda. Ayun. Sabi ni Mixbox, autonomous siya. Oh, 'di ba? You know, if it's possible to create like an autonomous ganyan-ganyan. So ang ipo-provide lang nung Facebook is technology. Ganon, but that's it, pansit. There should be no say on the editorial pieces or the or how it is to be managed, how yung alam mo yon, dapat Pilipino yung magde-decide on how Facebook Philippines should be run. Ganon. Kasi wala na siyang filter eh. I'm pretty sure meron pa rin mga Filipino collaborators dyan, pero at least meron kang level of meron kang filter kahit papaano kapag kunwari ni-require mo na all Filipino yan. Sabi ni Angus, kulang ang line of inquiry ni Amy. Andun sa article na may local partners na online news sites at SOC accounts, US defense contractors like General Dynamics PH, may local office. Yan pa, actually, I was about to go that, Angus. Yung second na I find lacking is yung sa General Dynamics. Yung General Dynamics, remember we did a quick research of the General Dynamics dun sa live natin before about this. Nung hinimay natin yung article ng Reuters. Yung I think Glassdoor website, it is an employment parang employment website that talks about work experience in different country. Pagdating doon sa General Dynamics, it was shown that there were several employees from around the world na nagbigay ng review on General Dynamics IT, in which it showed that in the Philippines, there are 23 employees at the moment. Okay? General Dynamics, I assume, is operating here in the Philippines. So we should have at least research or ask for related agencies to provide information on sino ba mga officers to General Dynamics, sino may-ari, ganyan-ganyan, what are their contracts, sino yung mga nila. Because it was named in the Reuters report that they are the ones who manage this kind of propaganda. And General Dynamics employ contractors. Diba? Ayun. So yun yung bakit nga pala may sugat si VP Sara Saliega, ano ba nangyari? Health yata yun, health reasons. Ganon. I think it's health. It's nothing serious. It's about her health. Ayun. So yun yung yun yung parang sana wag isara hangga't nakausap yung mga yun. Hangga't nakausap yung mga yun. Well, may mga may mga questions na ayan, diyan na si Kuya EB.
Hello. Hi, Joey.
Hi, Kuya. Gengi.
Hi. Yes.
Ayan. Ano ang tawag dito? Nandun na ako sa Senate inquiry, Kuyang. Yung
okay.
Hindi ko napanood actually. Paggising ko alas 10 na para patapos. Si Bibs Romualdez yung nakikita ko nagsasalita. Habulin ko na lang tumamaya sa ako napapanoorin. Ayun. Nagulat ako. Nagulat nga ako kasi nung parang, di ba si Babes Romualdez? After ni Babes Romualdez, nag-segue na kasi yung yung inquiry sa siguro Senator Amy wanted to be fair, so hindi
Well,
lang
yes.
naman US yung merong misinformation drive, but the other ano din, ang tag dito?
The other camp.
Other camp din, ganyan. So nag-inquire siya tungkol dun sa mga hackers na China. So apparently hindi naman pala naka-VPN naman pala yung mga account na sinasabi nilang hacker from China. Diyos me. Nakakaloka.
Well, one thing I could say, no, Senator Amy talaga magaling mag-conduct ng hearing, no? Magaling talaga na hindi grandstanding, no, ang nangyari, no.
Well, to be fair, maganda yung mga questions pero maraming kulang, Kuyang Ibi.
Maraming kulang, no, and I think ni-reserve nila yon sa executive session nga eh.
Oo.
So because after that, nag-executive session na lang daw sila kasi nga may mga matters of national security na hindi pwede ma-discuss nila out in public. So, yun.
Siguro if there are things that I can say is of use doon sa hearing na yon, it was very clear, at least nalaman natin to, no? It was very clear that we send a notice sa US National Defense at saka Foreign Affairs nila. Pero hindi tayo nag-protest or nagsulat ng gusto lang natin, I mean parang bakit hindi ba dapat pag kayo mga ganito magpo-protesta ka? Parang ang ginawa natin, we wanted first for the US to deny or confirm. Pag dineny nila, anong gagawin mo?
I like how Senator Amy, no, framed her line of questioning about that, no, because yun na nga, yung statement ng Pentagon was neither a confirmation nor a denial, no, and sabi nga ni Gibo doon at saka ni Senator Amy in legal proceedings, neither confirmation nor denial is a tacit admission of that statement, no, or of a certain accusation, no. So yun na nga, no.
Pero nakakalungkot Kuyang, kasi talagang walang action yung government natin.
Wala
at least
talaga,
that is what we know out of that hearing.
Wala. In fact parang na lang nga parang si Manalo yun sa DFA, parang he was just forced to answer a very generic answer to the query of Senator Amy na bakit wala pa, or kasi sabi nga ni Senator Amy, June 14 pa yun na-release, hanggang ngayon wala pa kayong ang sabi ni Manalo, meron silang draft na communication doon sa Foreign Affairs nga or sa US State Department siguro yung counterpart. Tapos naipadala nga nila ipadala na nila doon. Tapos parang sa embassy ba yun, nag-send din sila ng query ba yun, or sa US State Department nga, and then ni-refer nga sila sa US Department of Defense. Nasa parang yung statement ng Pentagon, yun na lang din yung yung parang sagot. So ayun na nga, talagang walang patutunguhan yung
na hindi it looks like hindi indignant talaga yung Philippine government on
there
this.
was no sign of
indignation.
Wala, no sign.
Oo.
No sign.
So, oo. They were more sa akin wala akong illusion na Senator Amy is going to to settle this issue. One senator cannot really put this issue into a close.
You're facing the deep state of the US government, Joey. And I would argue na marami din sa mga nasa gobyerno natin ang kasabwat diyan. So talagang she's facing against a very formidable opponent, no? Talagang strike down siya, no? Pero interesting yung yung may ano yun, may resource person sila na who is based, yung doctor nga na based in the US na may mga
Oo.
questions na dapat itatanong daw ni Senator Amy dun sa executive session ata yon na bakit walang ginawa hanggang ngayon yung pertinent government office na tanungin nga or mag-ano ng statement yung mga platforms na nakabase dito sa Pilipinas, lalo na yung Facebook or maybe even Twitter or ano ba.
Kasi yung Twitter sinabi na ng Reuters mismo, naka-identify ng 300 accounts. Inilapit nila sa Twitter and Twitter agreed and took those accounts down. Diba?
Pero sabi nga ni Senator Amy, parang may invitation din sila, yung mga Philippine offices nila. Pero hindi nga sumipot.
Buntis daw yung isang lawyer, may sakit or something like that.
Parang ganun. So apparently, walang interest. And I don't know if Senator Amy can compel on her next hearing, can compel.
She's just one she's just one senator. Wala siyang kasama
She's just one.
Wala siyang kasama
Kasi si Robin naman nandun, hindi naman wala namang interest si Robin.
Ma'am, may sasabihin ako pero sa executive session.
He was there early Tapos ang nangyari, umalis. Inintay lang yung sa ayungin tapos wala na. So walang patutunguhan talaga, no. It's evident na andyan si Sas na walang patutunguhan yung hearing ni Sen Amy. So pero at least na isa publiko yung issue na yun, no. Sigurado ako na may maraming mga Pilipino na nakapanood noon na curious, na hindi nagbabasa sa mga vloggers na tulad ni Sas. So
to be honest, Kuyang EB, no, the problem is for this issue to be understood by normal Filipinos, kailangan mo talaga silang upuan ng bonggang-bongga. Medyo mahirap intindihin yung issue.
Mahirap.
Kaya hindi sila interesado kasi mahirap. Mahirap intindihin, ayun. Sabi ni Jam, di ba pwede i-contact ni Amy ang Reuters kung anong evidence na nakita nila? I'm sure marami pang screenshots ang nasa Reuters. I think they did. Na-mention yata sa na they were able to coordinate with the Reuters office at saka dun sa may mga leads silang nakuha. But for me, very important, Kuyang, is that General Dynamics, who is mentioned in the report, has a local representation here in the Philippines. They are a company operating here in the Philippines. And sa initial information nga na nakuha natin dito sa live, nung nag-search tayo before, quick Googling will say na there are actually 23 employees and they are hiring in the Philippines. Nag-hire nga sila sa La Carlota Negros Oriental, Negros Occidental, diba?
And what's near La Carlota? What's near in La Carlota is I think the Western Visayas Philippine Coast Guard headquarters, which was I think 3 or 4 months ago, may press release na will be one of the bases, no, of the Philippine Coast Guard operations to the West Philippine Sea, no. So I mean, matatagpi-tagpi na rin yan na maya-maya.
Sabi ni DW Lingayen, I miss a nothing burger. Don't expect much from her. Diyos ko po. No, actually, di ba sinabi ko nga, I am not really expecting anything dito sa hearing na to. But
no one is.
No one is. However, I think yung despite the fact na alam niya na maboboljak siya dito. Ng bonggang-bongga. Kasi nga, mag-isa lang naman niya, wala naman siyang katuwang hali. Diba? Siya lang yung nagtatanong ng ano niya maboboljak siya dito. Pero tinuloy niya. Siguro kasi alam niya, mas lalo siyang maboboljak pag wala siyang ginawa. Kasi nga, kanya yung committee na to. So, despite the fact na alam niya maboboljak siya, ginawa pa rin niya. Diba?
So, ako, I mean, hindi naman sa inaano ko, for Senator Amy to conduct a hearing that na talagang yung kalaban mo is the US government, the full military might, no, and the full propaganda machinery of the Americans, no, hindi biro yan, no, considering
malaki
na may pareho din yung mga predicament ni Senator Amy with her brother Bongbong, no. No, so it takes a lot of courage for her to do that, no. I would praise her for that, no. Pero
for at least showing up.
Yes.
Actually, sa laki ng issue na to, showing up is already a huge
yes, it's a good step.
Kasi you are talking about a long-standing practice of the Americans to do a psychological warfare.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
And we haven't we haven't talked about this like ever since.
No one did.
So, yeah, maraming kulang. Ako, suggestion ko, sana wag munang isara ni wag niyang isara to. Hayaan lang niya muna pagkatapos get more information on the general dynamics.
Yes. I'm sure magagaling.
Kuya, ang suggestion ng isang professor doon, ni Professor Jonathan Ong. Ang suggestion niya actually doon is hubaran natin yung mga collaborators, pangalanan. Which is,
made to be accountable.
Kasi while you cannot really hold the US, wala man tayong power to really put them,
At least the collaborators, the local collaborators, you hold them accountable. Because that's the only way that you can connect them to the Americans.
Yes. At least yon talagang medyo kaya talaga nating banatan.
Kaya yan. Diba? Kasi taga dito yun.
Taga dito yun eh. So, that was also the initial call of myself and SAS nung hinihipay. Isa to sa mga inaano natin na pangalanan niyo yan, yung mga collaborators niyo yan. Diba?
And I'm sure a subpoena from Senator Amy's committee is powerful enough to compel yung Twitter to release just the names of the fake accounts. And then eventually, kasi sabi ni Prof. Ong, he can work with yung mga IT professionals to trace those fake accounts, no? Kung yung mga real identities ng mga who's behind those accounts. So, hindi naman tayo umaasa ng bonggang-bongga na patutumbayin natin yung Americans.
Because of this hearing, di ba? Because of this hearing.
At the very least, it's put forward in the public square, dinidiscuss ng mga tao. Hopefully, they will also become curious and do their
and it is on record that what the Philippine government did after this came out in the open was to confirm to the US whether or not it's true. Tayo na tutang-tuta! That is how this government is going to be remembered.
Yes. Diba? So and the ICT was there, and they couldn't confirm nga if there was such an operation, and so it begs the question, no? How capable is this government, or is it a willing victim? No, to that operation by the Americans, no. So yun, no, parang yung sa Reuters, no, I think Senator Amy has her own plans. Siguro nagkikipag-usap na rin siya sa mga doon sa ano. So maybe.
Paano naman pagka nag-iba yung condition ewan natin.
Kasi may mga ewan ko, baka mapareho din sa hearing ni Tulfo doon sa sa Lotto na biglang nagbago yung tono after the executive session.
Sabi ni Tan Shanti, Miss Joey, pwede ba natin i-raise to sa UN? Actually, that is one thing that I want the hearing to to discuss.
Yes,
Kasi,
yes. If you can consider it a crimes against humanity, dahil sa dami nung na ano, you can probably raise it to the UN Commission on Human Rights, no? I don't know how far Senator Amy would go. Go ahead, yeah.
Tinanong ito ni Senator Amy doon sa lawyer sa DND yata or sa sino yung isang ASEC yung sumagot na lawyer na ano ba ang ano nito? Ano ba? Tagal mo naman, tara na. Tinanong na parang, ano ba ang ano nito? Meron ba tayong existing na batas na kung saan, do we have, is there any action to be taken in case, if proven true, ano yung mga maaaring, ano yung mga liabilities ng mga taong involved sa ganito, kineme-kineme, at ano yung legal remedies nung, natin bilang bansa, ganyan-ganyan, ayon sa ating existing kinembot, ganyan-ganyan.
Right.
Ang tinanong niya parang, I think it was DND who answered that, a lawyer from
DND.
DND or Department of Foreign Affairs. Hindi masyado rin, napaka-general nung sagot. So sabi niya, well, if it is a national security issue, of course.
Yun.
Oo, yung dapat meron niyang ganito, meron niyang ganyan, ineme, ganon. But they did not look at it as an issue deserving of international attention.
Yes.
It should be. It should be an issue deserving of an international attention. One, hindi lang naman Pilipinas ang tinarget nila eh.
But more importantly, Joey, we were the only ones named specific country dun sa expose. Specific country, in-specify yung social media platform, in-specify yung dami ng mga fake accounts na nag-promote ng disinformation. Which means,
tayo yung merong binigyan ng meat and bones dun sa operation.
Yes, so tayo yung may malaking claim sa expose na yon. Kasi tayo yung pinangalanan. Yung Pilipinas specifically. Wala dong ibang pangalan ng ibang country. Di ba? Pilipinas lang. Di ba? So, dapat yung ganon should have called for a more serious consideration by the senators, pero apparently, yun na nga, parang wala nga eh. Ewan ko, ilan ba yung membro ng committee ni Sen. Amy?
Let me check that, Kuyang.
Parang alam ko, si Lito Lapid, parang membro.
But, si Francis Tolentino was there. Si
isa pa yun.
Robin Padilla was there. Si Francis Tolentino na missing in action din.
May pag-akyat ni Sas, pag-usapan natin yung action niya nung minention na si Ray Powell tsaka yung
Kasi June 20. Nakasara na yung
LC Xiao, Amy deserves an A for effort. However, if she's gonna approach this half-heartedly instead of going the whole hog, it will just be an imprimatur for the establishment to sweep this under the rug. Well, whether Senator Amy comes out or not, the establishment will still make an effort to sweep this under the rug. LC Xiao, no? So might as well that Senator Amy has come out, no? Because regardless of the efforts of this government, talaga namang they will do everything to sweep this under the rug. Ika nga, no? Sabi mo, no? So yes, I agree, no? Amy still deserves an effort, no? A for effort. I'll make it an A- na lang.
A-. Ayan, si Mark Villar is, well, Committee on Foreign Relations. Kasi ipapakita ko para kita natin lahat.
Ilan ba yun sila? 7 or 8?
Madami sila, Kuyang.
Ang dami ba?
13 sila, lahat-lahat.
Angara, Pinay, De La Rosa.
13, tama, 13 nga, kasama si Risa.
Meron si Lapid, no? Padilla. Grace po, nandyan, no?
Oo. Marcos, Villar, Angara, Binay, De La Rosa, Gatchalian, Go, Lapid, Padilla Po, Revilla Jr., Villar Ontiveros, J.V. Ejercito, Francis Tolentino, Aquilino Pimentel. Coco Pimentel.
Okay.
Si Coco Pimentel, no? Parang...
Wala na yan. Tatalon yan. Tatalon yan sa, sa kabila. Tatalon yan sa kabila. Even Tolentino, no? I'm pretty sure now. Ako, 50-50 ako kay, kay Tolentino, no? Nung nakita ko yung actions niya kanina sa hearing, I was, I'm almost 100% sure na nasa kabila na yan.
Sabi ni Professor Batu, I think it's possible to file a class action lawsuit even if symbolic against the US government filed in Philippine courts. Nasaan na ang mga civil society groups?
Tama ka, Doc.
Kaso, Prof, ang mahirap kasi, yung i-prove na, because, na-master kasi ng Amerika yung napakahirap ipin ng accountability sa kanila dito.
Yes.
Legally, ha?
Yes.
Legally. Yes. Napakahirap kasi biruin mo, ha, if that's going to be the situation and a class suit would have specific requirements in order for it to be regarded as class suit. So isa dyan is that yung mga namatay dapat pare-parehas sila nung cause ng ikinamatay.
You have to connect it.
Oo, tapos kailangan mong i-connect
to the disinformation na hesitant sila at hindi sila nakapagbakuna dahil doon sa mga tweets or mga posts, no. It's a very good idea, no, kay Prof Bato, no. Pero I think there's also a novel idea, no. If I don't know if Doc Bato would agree with me, no, na it's much easier, no, which is to get somebody in US Congress or the Senate, no, to investigate on behalf of the Filipinos. Na parang yung ginagawa.
Will they do it? But what's in it for them?
If there are election ngayon, no? So
for fairness and justice.
Yeah, parang gano'n, no, 'di ba? Maybe somebody can
to get the Filipino votes in the US, no?
Yes, hahanapin nila kung sinong congressman diyan o senador na diyan na talagang against the deep state, no? At siya yung kukulitin nila na mag-file ng resolution or any motion for the US Congress to investigate the same. So.
Oo. Yung kung lawsuit dito sa Pilipinas, ang kailangan nung i-prove is yung mga namatay dahil doon sa kanilang hesitancy to be inoculated. And such hesitancy is caused by the fact that they believed doon sa mga social media propaganda na kasi kailangan mo talagang maglatag ng direct kinembot. So paano mo ipo-prove na kasi nabasa niya sa social media kaya naging hesitant siya?
Tapos sino yung account na yun?
How are
nag-follow?
Oo.
Ngayon, ba't mo naman pinawalaan?
Oo. Ngayon kung kunwari nakita mo na kunwari I see influencer A yung naniwala siya kay influencer A. And you have to prove again that influencer A is part of the US propaganda. So another, di ba
another layer yun.
Yes. Ang galing ng US. Sobra sa totoo lang.
Magaling
talaga. Na-master na talaga nila yung art of propaganda. So,
well, they've been doing it, since even before World War II. Civil War pa nga ata. May mga propaganda sila nag-imbento ng mga ganyan, yung Amerikano. So, yun. Tama yun.
Oo. Sasasan ka na. Akit ako papasukin yun. Walay ka naman. Di ka naman. Ayun. Yung link nasa mo na? Nasa chat box, nasa messenger mo na. Teka nga, isend ko ulit. Ayan. Ayun, so anyway, pero sana yung even I agree dapat magkaroon rin naman talaga ng parang symbolic action
Oh, of course, there should be,
Then
no?
kahit pa sabihin natin na I don't know how they are going to craft it. Baka meron
Oh,
namang mas creative way na
yes.
well, trabaho na yun ng mga magagaling na mga abogado. Baka merong way on how they can craft the
Mm,
lawsuit na ma-oblige yung authorities to
mm,
explain.
mm.
Ganon.
Tama, no? Or maybe it's on behalf of the Philippine government, no? Na parang short of or maybe a diplomatic protest or whatever, no? Na ganon. So, yun.
Ayun. Anyway, lipat tayo dun sa ano. Dun sa ayungin.
Yung At alam mo si Risa Ontiveros, no? During the discussion on the Reuters expose, wala siya doon, di ba? Wala siya doon eh. Pero nung nag-ayungin na, bigla na lang siyang dumating. At yun na nga, umepal na nga, no? Sa...
Ano yung mga highlights mo dun sa ayungin part ng hearing, Kuyang?
Well, number one, yung sinabi nga ni Risa na kinidnap yung dalawang barko.
Kinidnap, no?
That's number one. Number two, sinabi ng Philippine Coast Guard na they used our female Coast Guard radio operators to
Para
contact
pakalmahin ang sitwasyon.
Tangina, Joel. Ginamit yung landi ng Pilipina para kumalma yung... Putang ina.
Yes, we use our angels of the sea in order to escalate the situation.
Tapos yun na nga, yung kay Facundo na tatlong beses nag-thumbs up ni
Oo. Ano, coach si Facundo, no? Sobrang coach siya.
Sobrang coach. Tapos yung yung inamin ni Gibo na ever since daw military operation talaga yung Rory missions. Di ba? Tapos sinabi pa niya na nandun daw yung PCG nakamonitor sa kanila, pero may ibang mga elemento daw na nandun din na hindi niya ma-disclose. Sino mga elemento yun, Joey?
Oo nga eh.
So, was there a third force? Was there a third, na nandun din, na umaaligid din at nag-o-observe? So, sino kaya yun? Wala nang iba. Hindi yung mga Amerikano.
Grabe, no?
So, yun. Tapos, yun na nga, no? Ano ba yun? Yung sabi pa ni Gibo na ang tawag nito. Si Gibo ba yun? Or si Facundo ata yun, no? Nahila talaga pala ng China Coast Guard yung dalawang RHIB natin. Hinila palabas sa ayungin. Tapos, tumawag yung China Coast Guard sa Philippine Coast Guard para kunin yung rib ng Philippine Navy. Nando na yung
video.
Tapos may video na yung share mo na nagpasalamat pa nga ang ating mga tropa sa mga China Coast Guard personnel nung ihinan over na yung... Di ba ang gandang tingnan nun? Diba?
Diba, nag-away sila. Pero yung di ba, yung...
Yes, they were still very professional, no? Very cordial, no? Pero itong mga pinuno nila, it's painting the entire
situation
na talagang
na parang magpapatayan na tayo, no, Kuya?
That's why I really agree to what E.S. Bersamin did, no? Na talagang tinone down talaga niya, ni-escalate na talaga yung rhetoric, no? That was a very wise move, no? I think, no? For NMC and
at least we know that in this situation si ES Bersaminio medyo may sense.
Yes, no. Medyo sane pa, no? Medyo matino pa yung pag-iisip, no?
kahit matai-tai siya dun sa pag-e-explain niya. Diba? Siya yung pinaka-lucid dito sa sitwasyon
Yes, very lucid. Yeah, very lucid, no? And in fact, talagang he made a conscious effort, no? To really appear na he's taking the situation, although very serious, na to telegraph to China na we are not very serious, we are not escalating this to, you know, a more military posturing, no? So, and then here comes Gibo na tingnan mo yung press ko niya nung ni-review natin yung press ko niya, talagang galit na galit si Gibo. So you know, one will ask na nga bakit na nag-iba at bakit parang tumambling na nga yung ano, and until now wala pang statement si BBM, Joey.
True, nagkagulo na. Diyos me, nagtawag na ng
araw na ngayon. The chief architect of our foreign policy, wala pa rin even to assure the people na this will not lead us to war, it's just although this is illegal or ano ng China, we will do a diplomatic protest pero relax, kalma lang kayo diyan, walang mangyayari na I'm in charge, blah blah blah. So, yun sana ang words of assurance, no? The day after or 2 days after, ang ginawa ni tingnan mo ngayon, na araw na paparty-party pa doon sa West Side Hotel, napunta pa ata ng Pasig. So
true. Sabi ni Angus, malamya din yung second part, hindi tinanong yung dapat obvious question, sino nagutos na gumamit ng grenade. Hindi sinagot nila, sabi nila parang there is a strategic kinembular tactical kineme-keme na hindi raw nila po pwedeng i-disclose at sa executive session lang daw nila sasabihin. Yun nga yung merong mga elemento.
Yun ang sinabi ni Gibo na sa executive session niya sasabihin dahil it was a full tactical strategy or something like that. So ibig sabihin may mga sikreto talaga sila na kasi
ang question doon, Kuyang EB, why a simple resupply mission should be covered by a tactical chembot?
Exactly. And why is it now na military na talaga, special operations group pa ang nag-undertake? And most importantly, why is it na they did it in a very covert, clandestine manner? Inamin nga ni Facundo, they turned off all their navigation equipment. Kasi yung may mga barko na yan, meron yung tinatawag na AIS, yung Automatic Identification System. Nakikita yan sa mga radar ng mga barko dyan sa at sa mga satellites. No, tinorn off nila. Ibig sabihin, talagang hindi nila gustong malaman ng mga Chino. And then inamin din ni Facundo na 4 sila na rib na iba't ibang direksyon ng pinanggalingan. So parang talagang meron talagang military objective, no? Not just a simple resupply mission. So, yun ang dapat malaman natin. Ano ba talaga ang military objective?
At yung iba't ibang statement, no? I don't think that was tackled yung iba't ibang statement.
Yun. Hindi pa rin na-tackle yun. Bakit iba yung kay Browner, iba yung NMC?
Iba yung kay Browner, iba yung kay Bersamin, iba yung kay Gibo.
Yes. So, yun. Dapat naitanong din yun. And then, most importantly, dapat naitanong din ni Senator Amy. Bakit walang hindi nag-appear personally at nagpahayag si Bongbong Marcos, yung kapatid niya? Dapat tinanong din niya. Di ba? Nasaan si ading niya? Di ba?
Nangyari sa ading niya. Ang tawag dito, Kuyang, Naitanong doon sa hearing ni Senator Amy kung paano naputol yung daliri ni Facundo.
Right.
Ngayon, ang explanation ni Facundo, niram yung RHIB ng rubber boat ng Coast Guard.
Right.
At pagkatapos dumating dun sa punto na nung niram siya ng isang beses, pumatong na yung
umakyat na yung
Oo. At doon na nga siya natusok kasi yung ilalim daw noon may matulis. So doon na siya naputulan ng daliri, ganun.
Yes.
And if you would remember, the way they reported it initially is that nakipaglaban, yung parang nakipaglaban sa
with their bare hands.
With their bare hands. Oo, ganun. Yung mga ganong etos. Tapos, di ba, ang mga description pa nga ni Tariela is yung grabe tong barbarism.
Barbaric. Yes.
Grabe to na talagang this blatant unprofessionalism and violent physical attacks.
Even the US Department, ganun din. Professor Batong Bakal, ganun din. No, before they changed their tone after Bersamin's press statement or press conference. So, makikita mo talaga na tawag nito, parang bang there's a tug of war inside Malacanang, Joey, I think.
Yes, there is a tug of war going on in the palace.
Diba? In the palace, no, one is the sane side of reason, and the other side is the belligerent, side.
The Gina G side, diba?
Yes, Gina G side.
And that's well, while I understand that such kind of faction may exist in any administration, okay? Hindi ko diniding si BBM dahil may faction doon sa kanyang administration. Okay? Because that's normal. It happens in Pinoy time. Meron din ganyan kay PRRD.
Meron din. Tatlong faction nga yun kay PRRD halos.
Oo. Kino-call out namin si BBM hindi dahil may faction doon sa kanyang administrasyon. Kino-call out namin si BBM because he cannot control the faction.
Correct.
Diba?
Yun.
What are you doing? Diba? These people are talking,
talking nonsense.
Yeah, they are trying to, both of them are alter ego of the president and speaking, making positions that are contrary to each other.
Well, exactly, no. In fact, titingnan mo a few days before Professor Batong Bakal changed his tone, he called for the expulsion of the Chinese ambassador to Manila, to the Philippines, and the entire diplomatic team sa Chinese embassy. So, can you imagine? Tapos biglang nagkambyo si Batong Bakal. So, yun, talagang tama ka, Joey, no? We are calling out the president, not because may faction, kasi normal naman yan. Nag-elbuhan yan. We are calling him out because he's showing weakness as a leader, as a president. Tingnan mo ito nga lang na unarmed na girian involving a few men from the Coast Guard and a few men from our military. Hindi nga niya ma-manage. Ano pa kaya yung isang all-out full military conflict involving the militaries of China na and the Philippines? Kaya pa kaya? Hindi kaya siya imatayin doon?
Ito yung nakakaloka, Kuyang, no? Kasi this debunked the claim of Tariela and Gibo na sobrang violent daw nung nangyari noong June 17, ganyan.
Right.
Tapos kung eksena nun, ba't nagsuluyan pa sila ng tugboat dito? Tapos nagde-thank you pa yung yung mga Pilipino kumuha nung diba? I think this is coming from the Chinese no?
Can you slow it down, Joey? There's just an interesting guy sa Filipino side na naka-blue na hindi naka-uniform na medyo mahaba yung buhok I was wondering kung part ba siya ng yan. Yung sa umpisa talaga. May ano diyan eh.
Ayan,
Yan. Yan.
Parang naka-hoodie siya, no?
Naka-hoodie na medyo mahaba yung buhok, hindi naka-uniform, hindi naka-camouflage, Sino yan siya? Who is that guy? If it is a military operation.
At saka yung haircut niya, no? Yung haircut niya is Oo eh. Baka namang ano yan, soldier na naka-station doon sa Ayungin, kaya humaba na yung buhok. Hindi na
sa BRP.
Sa BRP, oo. Diba?
Well, hindi naman kasi ito sila yung hinila eh. So, hindi pa nakababa yan. Diba?
Hindi pa nakababa yung...
so it means to say, itong taong to, halimbawa, kung nandun nga siya sa BRP Sierra Madre, di ba? Yung sabi mo, kaya humaba yung buhok. Why is he now on that same RHB na hinila nga, palabas ng Ayungin? So, it doesn't add up na galing siya sa barko na BRP, tapos bumaba siya dyan. Di ba? And he looks like a white guy or a Filipino-American. Mazoom mo ba yan? Look at the profile of the face and the color of his the tone of his skin.
Itong yung
naka-blue, yung parang naka-hoodie na may parang inflatable. Tingnan mo closer. I-zoom mo nga. He looks like a white guy. Look.
Oo, no, kasi
he looks like a Phil-Am or hindi yan mga kayumangging kaligatan.
Hindi siya kayumangging kaligatan, ano. Tama. Kasi kung ano siya, kung siya yung stationed na soldier sa Ayungin, hindi ganyan kulay niyan eh, no?
Hindi ganyan kulay niyan. Iitim talaga yan, magtataan talaga yan. Yan, presko yan eh. Hindi pa, parang hindi naarawan.
Oo nga eh. Oo. Ayun.
Tinan mo.
Pero,
ito ba yung mga tinutukoy ni Gibo Teodoro na ibang elemento na hindi nila
na hindi pwede i-disclose? Oo. Diyos me. May mga may mga nagme-message nga kuyang na lumalabas na daw tayo sa Taiwan News, sa
Sino?
Sa China. May mga followers ako na nagme-message nasa Taiwan. Sabi, ganito pala sa Pilipinas, no, pag natalo sila sa labanan, ina-awardan nila yung natalo.
Yung medal. Yun. Nabasa ko rin ata yun eh, na maski yung Taiwan na natin, talagang tayo ang susuporta, that's not a white guy, baka Filipino-American. Well, yes.
Oo nga, yun nga yung ni eh.
He's Filipino-American, but he still is an American soldier or an American operator. Because, okay, sino yun? The question is, meron bang Filipino-American na enlisted sa ating local armed forces? Na talagang nandun sa Pilipinas, sa Amerika galing or sa ibang bansa, di ba? Wala. Normally, tingnan mo yung driver ng biggest hall ng Alitagtag.
Filipino-American.
Hello.
Hello, cosmological woman of the universe na Dalahira. Ayan, kamusta naman?
Ano pinag-uusapan niya?
Yung Ayungin, well, kanina pinag-usapan namin yung yung hearing sa Senate, doon sa Sinovac.
Meron ba?
Yung sa Sinovac, tapos yun nga yung, kasi second part ng hearing was about the Ayungin incident in June 17.
Yun na nga.
Ano?
Hindi ko
tanong mo, yung tanong mo kung anong mga elemento ang tinutukoy ni Gibo Teodoro, nasagot na namin ni Joey yan sa video nung sinoli ng mga Chinese Coast Guard yung RHIB natin. May American looking or Phil American looking guy na hindi naka-uniforme na nandun sa ating rib.
Nasaan?
Yan. Kita mo?
Parang mukha naman Pilipino.
Parang film. Pero look closer. Tingnan mo
hindi kasi raw hindi raw kayo maging kaligatan. Well, ang tawag dito, baka naman ma-identify nila. Pero ano kasi siya
Mahaba yung buhok, Sas, naka-ponytail.
Oo.
Mukha naman Pilipino.
Pero naka-ponytail nga yung hindi military looking yung haircut. Naka-ponytail
Coast Guard ata yan eh.
Ang alin? Hindi. Navy personnel yung sa atin.
Sino ba kumuha nung mga RHIB na, mga Coast Guard ba o Navy?
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard na.
May mga Coast Guard ba na mahaba yung buhok na naka-ponytail?
Parang
hindi, baka yung doon sa so hindi niya sinabi. So nag-ano nga si executive hearing.
Hindi sinabi yung elemento.
Kung sino
hindi, paano yung sinabing may elemento? Paano yung sinabing yung elemento?
Tinanong kasi siya ni Senator Amy, nasaan yung PCG nung panahon na nangyari yung girian nga. Ang sabi ni ang sabi ni nung sa PCG commander na nandun nga lang sila observing as a support. Tapos sinabi ni Gibo na all along the operation nandun talaga yung PCG at mga ibang elemento na hindi niya pwede i-disclose sa executive session na daw.
Sasabihin.
Kasi
nga meron nga raw tactical kinembular yung
So I think if it's not Filipino, then it must be good. Well, if it's not Filipino, kung it's Filipino, you don't need an executive session.
If Sorry, ano yun, Sas?
If it's not kung Filipino yon, you don't need an executive session.
Exactly.
Kasi ano ba mga Filipino elements? It's just the Army and the Coast Guard.
The Navy.
Tsaka it is a simple resupply mission. Bakit kailangan magkaroon ng tactical kinembot sa pagre-resupply?
Bakit may Epoch Times dito? Epoch Times is so anti-China. Well, alam niyo ba yung history ng Epoch Times? Itong video? Hindi, itong Uniwise Visuals. Sino ba yung Epoch Times ang sinasabi nito ni Uniwise?
Ito.
Yeah, do you know the history of Epoch Times? Epoch Times is owned by Falun Gong.
Who?
Ayan
Falun Gong, ayan. Correct si El Kashaw. Falun Gong is actually a scam group. Ano siya? Cult. Cult siya, maraming naperahan, ganyan, etc. And then yung may-ari
may kaso yan sila? Yung Epoch Times, di ba
money laundering ata. Epoch Times money laundering. So, Sas, anong masasabi mo sa RAND report na balak ng US gawing joint forward operating base yung Sierra Madre? Gusto nila talagang manghimasok kahit hindi naman sila na-recognize yung RAND report? Nasaan yung RAND report?
Nasaan ba yung RAND report na yan?
Bigay mo paano ko malalaman kung ano yung RAND report? Can you give us the link?
Well, I mean, if that has some credence, may mga claims yung China na the Americans are helping the Filipinos smuggle in construction materials to the RP Sierra Madre to reinforce it again. And maraming ang nag-propose nga na
well,
ano yan.
Then it becomes American territory.
Yes.
Then it becomes an American military base. Ano to? Nabasa ko lang page ng Epoch Times dito. US Washington condemns China's escalatory actions in SCS. Well, yung Epoch Times nga, it's owned by Falun Gong. So binan kasi yung Falun Gong sa China.
Sinasabi lang yata ni Diz kung saan napupunta yung dyaryo ng Epoch Times.
Oo.
Ginagawa niya sigurong pang
line ng
pang-line sa semento para hindi mag-drip yung pintura.
Mag-drip, parang drip mat.
Hindi karamihan naman kasi ng mga dissident kuno sa China pumupunta ng US tapos nagbebenta sila ng mga story against China. Pero
yes.
Turns out yung pala parang merong isa sikat siya tapos rin siya money laundering issue na nakasuhan din siya ng FBI. So mga criminal elements.
Ito rin kaya yung mga elemento.
Oo, may mga ganyan. So, ang nagugulat ako kasi, ito kay Gibo, tinanong si Gibo ni Amy. So, nag-usap na ba military to military? Hindi daw kasi ang US daw at US military and Chinese military nag-uusap na, ganyan. Sabi ni Gibo, sila, walang good faith sa pakikipag-usap and more sensitive department. Parang, So sa US may good faith yung China.
Ang mga sensitive departments nila.
Oo. So nag-uusap yung mga departments ng US and China. China and Australia. China and all the rest of the world.
Everyone.
Except Philippines. So are you sure na yung China yung may mali? I'm just putting it out there. Parang ako na if people don't want to talk to me, pwede ko bang sabihin na bad shot kasi sila bad faith kasi sila pero they're talking to everyone except to me. Maybe it's a me problem, di ba?
And then the manner by which Gibo answered that question, no? Para bang yung tumaas yung kilay niya na para bang why should we talk to China? Para bang
yung wala talaga sa option, wala talaga sa table yung
bakit?
Yung
bakit
option.
Bakit kami kailangan makipag na? Wala naman silang good faith sa atin. Hindi naman walang rason, na? Naku.
Grabe.
So if you're not gonna talk to China, then you're just going to rely on the United States. Then it's the United States actually running the Department of National Defense.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Actually, ito yun yung agree ako dito kay Michael yung sinabi niya. Doon sa part na Senator Amy keep on asking why they are not communicating in the Chinese counterpart sums up the entire hearing. Doon sa second part,
Yes, tama.
That's it, Pansit.
Tama nga. And it was highlighted by the Coast Guard commander na during this time nga, meron silang memorandum of agreement or understanding with the China Coast Guard, no? Doon na formulate yung JMC, yung JCC, Joint Coast Guard Committee on the South China Sea. No? So nag-lapse nga lang daw, hindi nila ni-renew, no? So, hindi naman tinanong ni Senator Amy na bakit hindi ni-renew, no? Kasi tingnan mo, it could have been the premise na tingnan mo yung merong Joint Coast Guard Committee, MOA or MOU. Walang nangyayaring ganito, di ba? So bakit yung hindi pinupurso? So kung sasabihin na naman yan na not in good faith. Pero ang sabi ng Coast Guard Commander, natandaan ko, it's a policy decision, Your Honor, that is beyond my pay grade.
So it is actually the United States controlling the interaction between the Philippines and China. As
Of course.
I told you, the United States prefer that the Philippines and China would be in permanent crisis because it is only China, the quote-unquote China threat, that justifies the presence, the military presence of the United States.
And the continuing military spending of the US. And the sanction, the economic sanctions to justify it.
Kaya ganun yan. Kaya kailangan naka-permanent crisis. And and the authorities in Taiwan also prefer it that way. Kasi nga, they want US military missiles on Philippine soil because they cannot because they cannot put it on their on Taiwan soil dahil gugurgurin talaga sila ng
that's the red line of China.
Gugurgurin talaga sila diyan. Pero yun na So ano lang talaga tayo, we are the fluffer.
We're bitches to the Americans and the Taiwanese, to be honest.
Yeah, we're the fluffer. No, we're the fluffer of the big boys, di ba? Do you really think
talaga tayong dito?
Kung gusto ng US, kung gusto ng US maayos ang ating relasyon with China, it could have done something like the what was the Palestinian and Israel Accords? The Oslo Accords.
Oslo Accords ba yun? Or sa Camp David
Camp David Accords, di ba? Something like that. O halika dito, Biden, halika dito, Xi Jinping, halika dito, BBM, let's have a talk, di ba? Na folded sleeves talk. Kasi nga, means we're gonna be frank, we're gonna be informal, we're gonna be serious to settle this. May nakita ba kayong ganyan? No. Parang ganito lang yan.
It's not intention to settle
They don't have any intention. Parang ganito lang yan. Halimbawa, si Joey at saka si Ibi magkaaway, magkaaway silang dalawa. Tapos ako, kunwari, pupunta ako kay Joey, kakampihan ko si Joey, di ba? Diba? Pero, sasabihin ko rin, sana magkabati na si Joey saka si Ibi. Pero si Joey, ay nako, Joey.
Huwag ka makibate.
Babardahulin mo pagbarda. Pero wala akong ginagawa para magbatiin kayo.
Right.
Pero ang ginagawa kay Joey, talaga Joey, ganyan ang ginagawa. Ay naku, si Ibi talaga, ganito, ganyan. Pero, I will also present myself na I'm for peace.
Pero enable mo yung galit ko, diba?
Oo, nakita nyo ba yan? Para sa mas
perfect analogy.
Para mas maintindihan pa ito ng mga Pilipino. Halimbawa, kayong mag-asawa, tapos meron kayong biyanan. Halimbawa, ang mother-in-law mo. Tapos, nag-aaway kayong mag-asawa. Ang biyanan, na gustong pagbatiin ang mag-asawa, anong ginagawa?
Pinag-uusap.
Walang kinikilingan.
Alam nyo yan, lalo na yung mga asawa dito na may mga biyanan, alam nyo yan. Kung nag-aaway kayong mag-asawa, tapos, kung may intention talaga yung biyanan na pagbatiin kayo, gagawa ng paraan. Kung gusto ng Amerikang pag-ayusin ang Pilipinas at China, maraming paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan.
Pero kasi may mga mother-in-law na di ba? Di ba may mga mother-in-law na ayaw naman talaga doon sa asawa ng anak. Diba? Ang press release, sige, mag-asawa kayo, tanggap-tanggap ko, ganyan-ganyan. Pero ine-enable niya yung galit ng asawa niya dun sa isa.
Yes.
Pero ang press release, diba?
Alam mo kasi, yung martir na asawa sa panahon ni Digong, hihiwalayan na sana yung mapang-abuso niyang asawa. At nakakita na siya nung kakulay niya na mamahalin siya ng lubos. Kaso nga lang, hindi natuloy at nandito na tayo. So, bumawi ngayon yung abusadong asawa.
di ba? Sabi, buti na lang binan ko sa akin kumakampi, hindi sa anak niya. Hindi ba, pagbabatiin kayo, halimbawa ako, nag-away kami dati ng jowa ko, nilapitan ko yung tatay, ang ginawa ng tatay, tinanong sa akin ng tatay, ano bang gusto mong gawin ko? Sabi ko, kausapin yung anak niyo. So, kinausap niya nga yung anak niya, so alam mo yon, hindi naman niya kami binibigyan ng lamat, no? So,
yun na nga, no, they want to keep China and the Philippines in a perpetual state of crisis and tensions. Because it's good for the Americans.
Yeah, it's good for the media, it's good for everything kasi nandiyan ang budget. Sa tingin niyo ba kung ang budget ng Amerika ay para pag-ayusin ng China at Pilipinas, ang mainstream media ganyan?
True.